Good morning students. Last class we have seen working rule to find maximum and minimum value of function by using first derivative test. Let us continue further. This is question number 14 and question given is x and y are two positive numbers where x plus y is equal to 60 and x y cube is maximum. So we have to find the values of x and y. Let us see this. So from this, what is the value of y? Y we can write as 60 minus x. So this value I am keeping here. So here I can say f of x is equal to x y cube. So in place of y, what I am doing, I am keeping this value. So f of x is equal to x into 60 minus x cube. So this is polynomial. So apply the working rule. So first step is what? Find f dash x. F dash x is equal to. So how to differentiate this? Can I say product of two terms? So apply product rule. So first function into differentiation of second function. So assume this to be x. So x cube differentiation, it is 3 into 60 minus x whole square into differentiation of 60 minus x chain rule, which is nothing but I can say minus 1 plus second function. Second function here is 60 minus x whole cube into differentiation of x, which is nothing but 1. Something we can take common. I think tell me what common we can take. So here I can take 60 minus x whole square I am taking common, and what I am doing, I am taking minus also common here. So when you take minus of this common, what you will get here is 3x will come here. Since minus you have taken common, so minus will come here, and here you will get 60 plus x. So simplify this. This we can write as minus a minus b whole square, we can write as b minus a whole square. So 60 minus x we can write as x minus 60 whole square into. So 3x plus x, 4x. So 4x minus 60. So I think this we can write as 4x minus 60. So again we can take 4 common. So take 4 common. So minus 4 will come outside. This is nothing but x minus 60 whole square into x minus 15. So first step is what? Find f dash x. Second step, break it into linear factors. Make the coefficient of x in each bracket positive. Find the critical point. So for what value this term will become 0? It is 15. For what value this term will become 0? I can say 60. But you can see here power is 2. So I can say this critical point is repeated. So what is the next step? Plot all the critical points on the number line in increasing order. In increasing order. So here I can say, tell me. So one point is 15. Second point is 60. And this I can say plus infinity. And this I can say what? Minus infinity. What is the outside sign? Minus. So here minus will come. So 60 is repeated. Since this point is repeated, what sign is coming here? Same sign will come here. Refer notes under working rule. Next. So 15 is not repeated. Alternate sign will come. Here I can say plus. Right. Now question is what? Maximum. So maximum means what? Last class I told you. Plus to minus. So I can say this point is said to be point of maxima. Minus, minus, no change in sign. So this point is neither point of maxima nor point of minima. So here I can say x is equal to 15 is point of maxima. Put this point in the question. You will get the required answer. But question here is what are the values? So here I can say required. So here I can say required values of x and y are. So x is what? 15. So if x is 15, what is y? 60 minus 15, which is nothing but 45. So this is the required solution. Just apply the working rule, everything will become clear. Let us see one more similar question. This is question number 16. The next question is question number 16. And question here is, find two positive numbers whose sum is 16 and the sum of whose cubes is minimum. So here I can say, let two positive numbers be. Sum is 16. So I can take one number as x and other number as 16. So I can say 16 minus x. So when you take sum, you will find that sum is equal to 16. And sum of whose cubes is minimum. Sum of whose cubes. So here I can say f of x is equal to sum of whose cube means x cube plus 16 minus x cube. So one method is expand this and then apply differentiation. What I am doing, I am directly finding f dash x. Find. So f dash x is equal to differentiation of x cube 3x square plus, assume this to be x, differentiation of x cube 3x square. So 3 16 minus x whole square into chain rule, differentiation of 16 minus x, which is nothing but minus 1. So I think something we can take common. So what I am doing here is, I am taking minus 3 common, right? Or take 3 common. So what you will get? You will get here x square. So multiply minus 16 and minus, or tell me, I think we have to expand this. Yes, sir. So we have to expand this. So tell me, so what I am doing, let us expand first. After that we will see. So this we can write as what? 3x square or plus. Okay, let us take 3 common. So when you take common, what you will get? X square, right, plus. So here minus is there, so x square minus, here I can say what? 16 minus x whole square. Or this we can write as 3 into x square minus 16 square, it is 256, plus x square, but minus is there. So minus x square will come, and minus of minus, I think plus will come, 2 into 16, it is nothing but 32x. So you can see here x square cancel. So 3 into, what I am doing, I am taking 32 also common. So take 32 outside, what you will get? X minus, so 32 means how much? Tell me, I think 8. So 8 to the 16 and 1, I think 256. So x minus 8. So first step is what? Find f dash x. Second step, break it into linear factors. So this is in linear form. Coefficient of x is positive. Critical point, for what value this will become 0? I can say 8. Next, plot all the critical points on the number line in increasing order. So this I can say 8, this I can say plus infinity, this I can say minus infinity. Now what is the sign here? Plus. So here plus will come and here minus. What is given? Minimum. So you can see here also minus to plus. That means what? X is equal to 8 is point of minimum. So this we can write as, tell me. So here I can say x is equal to 8 is point of minimum. Right. So if you put x is equal to 8 here, you will get minimum value. So which I am not putting. Question is find the two positive numbers. So here I can say hence two positive numbers Hence, two positive numbers are. Tell me, one is x. X means 8. 16 minus 8 is again 8. So one number is 8 and other number is also equal to 8. So this question is similar to previous one. Let us proceed further. The next question is question number 4. And question number 4 is, prove that the following functions don't have maxima or minima. So under 4, first bit is f of x is equal to e power x. So we have to prove that this function is not having maxima or minima. Now look here. For maximum or minimum, we have to find f dash x. So what is the differentiation of e power x? It is e power x. I have given one note. Whenever variable is in power, then we can say that for this there is no critical point. Refer note under working rule. So one very important point, remember this point, a power x value is always equal to 0 for all x belongs to R. A power x is always greater than 0 for all x belongs to R. So what is a here? A is nothing but e. So I can say f dash x is equal to e power x and this value is always greater than 0. So f dash x greater than 0. So what type of function? I can say f of x is strictly increasing function. And last class I told you, if the function is either strictly increasing or strictly decreasing, then the function will have neither point of maximum nor point of minimum. So here I can say f of x has neither maximum nor minimum. So I think solution is clear. Let us see one more question. This is question number 4, second bit. G of x is equal to log x. So we have to prove it has neither maximum nor minimum. So again, g dash x is equal to differentiation of log x 1 by x. So critical point of this, it is nothing but 0. So plot all the critical points on number line. So this is 0. This I can say plus infinity. This I can say minus infinity. What is the outside sign? Plus. So plus will come here, minus will come. As I told you, log function came. Whenever log comes, we have to find domain. So what is the domain of log x? So domain of log x is, I can say, x is greater than 0. So under this condition, this function is defined. So here I can say function is not defined. So g dash x value is what? Greater than 0. So g dash x is greater than 0. So what type of function this is? G of x is strictly increasing function. And if the function is strictly increasing, so I can say g of x has neither maximum nor minimum. I think it is clear. So both the questions are of. The next question is question number 4, third bit. We have to prove that this function has neither maximum nor minimum. So for maximum or minimum, we have to find h dash x. Differentiation of x cube 3x square plus differentiation of x square 2x, differentiation of x 1 and differentiation of 1 is 0. Now this is quadratic. Since it is quadratic, let us find the roots. Calculus deals with real numbers, not imaginary. So let us find the roots. So d is equal to b square minus 4ac. Find discriminant. What is b square? 4 minus 12. So 4 minus 12 is minus 8. So we can say d is less than 0. So d less than 0 means what? Roots are imaginary. Roots are imaginary. Since we are not getting real roots, okay, so we cannot find the maximum and minimum. So since roots are imaginary, so here I can say no critical point. No critical point. Right? So no critical point. So from this I can say, therefore h of x has neither maximum nor minimum. I think the solution is clear. So last three questions are of same type. We have to prove that function has neither maximum nor minimum. And I told you, if the function is either strictly increasing or strictly decreasing, then the function will have neither point of maxima nor point of minima. Let us proceed further. Question number 2. So question number 2 is, find the maximum and minimum values if any of the following functions given by. So first bit is f of x is equal to mod of x minus x plus 2 minus 1. Now look here. What is given? F of x is equal to this. So can I say that mod of x plus 2? Mod always give positive answer. So mod of x plus 2 is always greater than or equal to 0. What I am doing here is minus 1 is here. So add minus 1 both sides. So mod of x plus 2 minus 1 greater than or equal to 0 minus 1. Now this is what actually? This is nothing but f of x. So f of x is greater than or equal to minus 1. So f of x greater than or equal to minus 1 means what? So what is the minimum value? So I can say minimum value of f of x is equal to minus 1. And what about maximum value? This value will tend to infinity. So I can say no maximum value. So function will have minimum value which is equal to minus 1 and there is no maximum value. Clear? Next question. So same question and this is second bit. So find the maximum and minimum values of g of x is equal to minus of x plus 1 plus 3. So what I did in last question, I am applying the same process here. See here. So can I say that mod of x plus 1 is always positive? Now minus is there. So I am multiplying negative sign. When we multiply by a negative sign, inequality sign changes. So minus of x plus 1, I can say, tell me, less than or equal to 0. Next, we have to add 3. Add 3 both sides. So when you add 3 both sides, what you will get is, here I can say 0 plus 3. Or this we can write as, what is this equal to? This is nothing but g of x. So g of x is less than or equal to 3. So less than or equal to 3 means, what is the maximum value? 3. So here I can say maximum value of g is equal to 3. And what is minimum value? I can say no minimum value. No minimum value. I think solution is clear. Next question. This is bit number 3. And bit number 3 is h of x is equal to sine 2x plus 5. We have to find the maximum and minimum value of this. Now remember one point. We know that, tell me, sin x lies in what interval? Sin x always lies between -1 to 1. We know this. So minimum value of sin x is -1 and maximum value of sin x is 1. Similarly, sin of anything is any number. So sin of anything also lies between -1 to 1. So remember this, sin of anything also lies between -1 to 1. Now come to the question. Now sin of 2x. So can I say that sin of 2x also lies between -1 to 1? Just now I told you. Next, 5. So add 5 on both sides. So -1 plus 5 less than or equal to sin 2x plus 5 less than or equal to 1 plus 5. So this is what actually, this is nothing but h of x. So h of x less than or equal to 1 plus 5 is 6 and this value is nothing but -1 plus 5, it is 4. So this is what actually minimum value. Yes or no? Trigonometry we have seen, and this is nothing but what? Maximum value. So we can say that, tell me, so here I can say h minimum is equal to 4 and h maximum value is equal to, here I can say what? 6. I think solution is clear. Let us see one more question. I think next question is similar to this. Bit number 4. Question is f of x is equal to mod of sin 4x plus 3. We have to find the minimum and maximum value of this. So just now I told you, yes or no? We know that sin x always lies between -1 to 1 and sin of anything also lies between -1 to 1. Now tell me, what is function given here is? Function given here is sin 4x. So can I say sin 4x also lies between -1 to 1. Next, 3. Add 3. So add 3 both sides. So -1 plus 3 less than or equal to sin 4x plus 3 less than or equal to 1 plus 3. Now next what I am doing here is I am keeping mod. So keep mod here. So this I can say mod of sin 4x plus 3 less than or equal to 3 plus 1 4. So I am keeping mod here less than or equal to, tell me, 3 minus 1. So 3 minus 1, how much? I can say 2. So here also I am keeping mod. So what is mod of 2? 2. Mod of 4 is 4. So this is nothing but, what is this? F of x. So f of x less than or equal to, this I can say 4 and this I can say less than or equal to, this I can say 2. So what is the minimum value? So this is the minimum value. Yes. And this is the maximum value. So tell me. So what is the minimum value? So here I can say f minimum x is equal to 2 and f maximum x is equal to 4. So first two bits are similar, last two bits are similar, and I think one more question is there under this question, fifth bit. The fifth bit is h of x is equal to x plus 1. X belongs to -1 comma 1. Question is find the maximum or minimum value. Now look here. So x belongs to this. That means what? -1 less than x less than 1. Now what I am doing here is plus 1 is there. Add 1 on both sides. So -1 plus 1 less than x plus 1 less than 1 plus 1. now tell me, this is equal to what? X plus 1 is nothing but, can I say h of x? So h of x is less than 2 and greater than, here I can say 0. That means I can say h of x lies between 0 to 2. Question is what? Find the maximum and minimum value. So I can say h of x has neither maximum and minimum, means what? Point will come. But here what we got? Range or interval. So h of x has neither maximum nor minimum. So this is the required solution. Next, working rule to find maximum and minimum value of f of x by using second derivative test. Last day we have seen first derivative test. Let us see the working rule by using second derivative test. The first step is find f dash x. So first step is find f dash x. Second step is for extremum. Another word for extremum is local max or min. So another word for extremum is local max or min. For extremum, put f dash x is equal to 0. So when you put f dash x equal to 0, you will get some values of x. So here I am saying let x is equal to a, b, c. Some values of x you will get when you equate f dash x equal to 0. Third step is find f double dash x, second order derivative. And fourth step is if. So take first point and put in this, if f double dash a is less than 0, then x is equal to a is point of less than means maxima. So if second derivative is less than 0 at x is equal to a, then x is equal to a is point of maxima. If f double dash a greater than 0, then x is equal to a is point of, here I can say minima. So second derivative negative, maxima. Second derivative positive, minima. If f double dash a is equal to 0, either second derivative is positive, negative or 0. If second derivative at x is equal to a is equal to 0, then x is equal to a is neither point of maxima nor point of minima. So what I did, I took x value as a. So I can say similarly, repeat the process by taking other values of x. So second derivative test is very simple. First step is find f dash x. Second step is for extremum, or you can say local max or local min, put f dash x equal to 0. The moment you put f dash x equal to 0, you will get some values of x, say a, b, c and so on. Third step is find f double dash x. Fourth step is put x is equal to a. If f double dash a less than 0, then x is equal to a is point of maxima. if second derivative at x is equal to a is greater than 0, then x is equal to a is point of minima. If f double dash a equal to 0, then x is equal to a is neither point of maxima nor point of minima. So this process I did by taking x equal to a. So repeat this process by taking other values of x. Let us see how to apply this working rule in finding the maximum and minimum value of f of x by using second derivative test. So this working rule will become more clear if we solve some questions, okay, by this method. So last day we have seen question number 1. Yes or no? So again what I am doing, I am taking question number 1 and let us apply second derivative test. Question is, find the maximum and minimum values if any of the following functions given by. So question number 1, first bit is f of x is equal to 2x minus 1 whole square plus 3. Now look here. So polynomial, find f dash x. So here I can say f dash x is equal to. So one method is expand and then differentiate. Otherwise directly we can do. Take this as x. X square differentiation 2x. So 2 into 2x minus 1 into differentiation of 2x minus 1, which is 2. Differentiation of 3 is 0 because it is constant. Or this we can write as f dash x is equal to 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8x minus, I can say, 4. What is the second step? For local max or min, I can say put f dash x is equal to 0. So put what you will get, 8x minus 4 equal to 0, or I can say what, 8x is equal to 4, or I can say x is equal to 1 by 2. What is the next step? Find second derivative. So second derivative here is, so differentiation of 8x 8, differentiation of minus 4, it is 0. What is the next step? Put this point in this. So f double dash x 1 by 2 is equal to 8. So 8 is positive or negative? Positive. So if second derivative is positive, so what type of point x is? Point of minima. So here I can say x is equal to 1 by 2 is point of minima. And question is what? Find the minimum value. So f minimum 1 by 2 is equal to. So 1 by 2 put here. So 1 by 2 means I think cancel. So answer of this question is 3. So same answer we got by applying first derivative test. So in exam, okay, it is up to you. Either you can apply first derivative test or second derivative test. So once again, so find f dash x for local max or local min. Put f dash x equal to 0. You will get x equal to 1 by 2. So only one value we got. Find second derivative. Find second derivative at x is equal to 1 by 2. Since this value came to be positive, so x is equal to 1 by 2 is point of minima. And minimum value you put in f of x, you will get 3. To make this more clear, let us take one more question. This is question number 3. And question number 3 here is f of x is equal to minus of x minus 1 whole square plus 10. So find maximum and minimum value. Now look here. So first step is what? Find f dash x. So f dash x is equal to, so assume this to be x, differentiation of x square 2x. So minus of 2 into x minus 1. Differentiation of x minus 1 is 1. And this is what? Constant. Right? What is the next step? For local max or min, condition is what? F dash x equal to 0. Right? So put this value. So what you will get here is minus 2 times x minus 1 equal to 0. So from this what you will get? You will get x is equal to 1. Next step, find second derivative. So what is the second derivative here? So calculate what is the second derivative here. I can say minus 2. Minus 2x differentiation is minus 2 and plus 2 differentiation is 0. Now x, so put x equal to 1 here. So f double dash 1 is equal to, can I say minus 2? And minus 2 is what? Less than 0. So second derivative less than 0. So what type of point x is? Point of maxima. So x is equal to 1 is what? Point of maxima. And put this point in f of x, you will get maximum value. So this I can say f max at x is equal to 1 is equal to, so 1 minus 1 is 0. So you will get answer equal to 10. So sometimes first derivative is easy and sometimes second derivative is easy. Let us see one more question. This is bit number 4. And bit number 4 is g of x is equal to x cube plus 1. Now look here. So find g dash x. So g dash x is equal to 3x square. Next, for local max or local min, condition is what? Here I can say put g dash x equal to 0. So put what you will get? 3x square equal to 0. So from this what you will get? X is equal to 0. What is the next step? We have to find the second derivative. So find. So what you will get here? G double dash x is equal to differentiation of x square 2x, you will get 6x. Now put x is equal to 0 here. So g double dash 0 is equal to 0. See the working rule. If second derivative is equal to 0, then what type of function g is? Neither maximum nor minimum. So here I can say what? X is equal to 0 is neither point of maxima nor point of minima, right? And finally I can say hence g of x has neither maximum nor minimum value. So I think solution is clear. So I think it is clear how to apply second derivative test in finding maximum and minimum value of function. Let us see one more question. This is question number 3. And here question is, find the local maxima and local minima if any of the following functions. Find also the local maximum and local minimum values as the case may be. So first bit is f of x is equal to, here I can say x square. Now look here. So for maximum or minimum we have to find f dash x. So I can say 2x. Now it is up to you. Either you can apply first derivative test or second derivative test. So what I am doing, so I am applying only first derivative test because question is very simple. So find f dash x. Second step, break it into linear factors. Coefficient of x is positive. Critical point, for what value this will become 0? I can say 0. Plot all the critical points on the number line in increase. So 0 will come here. Here I can say plus infinity and here I can say minus infinity. What is the outside sign? Plus. So plus will come here and here I can say minus. F dash x changes its sign from negative to positive. So x is equal to 0 is what actually is point of, I can say, minima. Yes or no? So finally I can say local minimum at x is equal to 0, and question is what? Find the value also. So here I can say local minimum value is equal to. So put x is equal to 0 here. So what answer you will get? 0. So local minimum at x is equal to 0 and the minimum value is equal to 0. This is one method. Okay, one more method is there. You can see here. So what is given? F of x is equal to x square. We know the graph of y equal to x square. So this is x, this is y. So how the graph looks like? Graph is, I can say this is the graph of f of x is equal to x square. So before 0, I can say it is decreasing. After 0, it is increasing. So before 0 decreasing, after 0 increasing. So x is equal to 0 is what point? So what point? So I can say x is equal to 0 is point of minima. Last class I told you points to remember. So x is equal to 0 is point of minima. Put this point in function value. So minimum value of function is equal to 0. So this way also we can find the minimum value and maximum value of the given function. Let us see one more question. This is bit number 2. And here question is g of x is equal to x cube minus 3x. Now look here, again polynomial. So for maximum or minimum we have to find g dash x. X cube differentiation 3x square minus 3. So 3 we can take common. So what you will get? X square minus 1. So break it in linear form. So 3 into x minus 1 into x plus 1. Next step, coefficient of x is positive. So critical point here is 1. Critical point here is minus 1. So this I can say minus 1. This is 1. This I can say plus infinity. And this I can say minus infinity. What is the outside sign? Plus. So plus will come. Since critical point is not repeated, alternate sign will come. Now plus to minus, point of maxima. So here I can say x is equal to minus 1 is point of maxima. Yes or no? So here I can say local maximum at x is equal to minus 1. And what is the value? So here I can say local maximum value is equal to. Now put this point in g of x and tell me what you will get. So what you will get? Put minus 1 here. So minus 1 whole cube minus 3 into minus 1. So finally what you will get? Minus 1 cube is minus 1 plus 3. So answer of this is 2. Next 1. So minus to plus. So 1 is point of minima. So here I can say x is equal to 1 is point of minima. So here I can say local minimum at x is equal to 1. And find the value. So here I can say local minimum value is equal to. So put x is equal to 1 there. So 1 minus 3. So answer of this question is, so 1 minus 3 is minus 2. So this is the required solution. So in today's class we have seen working rule to find maximum and minimum value of function by using second derivative test. So when you come to the next class, revise and come. It will continue.